Hello and welcome to another Overpaid Over the Bar video with me, Anthony, looking back at game week 9, forward to game week 10, looking at how I've lost the lead in the mini league. Um, so let's go straight to that first of all, because that's really what we want to know about. So this week, Freddie, uh, Freddie has overtaken me um, by scoring the same points. He's made fewer transfers than me, which is FPL rules. If you're on the same points as someone else, the player with fewer transfers is in front. So let's look to see how that went first of all. So he got Van de Ven from his beloved Spurs team with 23. Only joking. He's an Arsenal fan. 23 points for Van de Ven. Not a hell of a lot else in the team, but Timber and Rye obviously boost that up. And that's 61 points when the average points were 46. So everybody's midfield kind of flopped this week. I mean, it's very difficult to score points from midfield. My team had a rubbish midfield as well. Timber and Gabriel's as well. I also got lucky with Rodon in the back in the defense. I also hate Leeds like he hates Spurs, but I have to have Rodon. I don't hate Leeds these days. I used to hate Leeds in the old days when I lived in Sheffield because everybody did. So I just joined in. So I'm quite happy with that actually. And also I'm quite happy that Freddie's overtaken me because I all I want is to finish top 50k if I can, top 100k if not. That's really what I'm looking at. I'm not winning the mini league. If I finish, look, if you gave me the choice between coming second in the mini league with a 150k rank, no, coming second in the mini league with a 49k rank, and coming first in the mini league with a 120k rank, I'd take the second place. I would really like somebody to actually beat me this season, as long as I can get a top 100k rank. Um, who else did well this week? So Bayern Bruce still making progress. How's his college league? Let's just have a quick look at Craig's college league because that's a big deal up there in Aberdeen. He's fifth now. How far is he from the? Oh, he's not that. You see, this is a bridgeable gap. 37, 72. What's that? 40, 70. That's 33 points. It's not. It is. It's 33 points. Craig, man, you got to do this. We're all behind you. Now, let's please have a moment for Keith because poor Keith had Rodon and Van der Ven, but he had him on the bench. And honestly, if I had this team and I was choosing who to play, all of these 11 players, maybe I wouldn't have. Yeah, I would have played Ekatike. All of these players, I think, deserve to be ahead of Rodon or Van der Ven. Bournemouth at home kept clean sheets unless he got hauled off early, did he? No, he got booked. So look, Keith, man, you've got the right players in your squad. You know, it just shows that you're picking the right players because Rodon's a good player long term. Van der Ven will always have a chance of keeping a clean sheet or getting an assist or goal. So, you know, don't be hard on yourself. That's a bit sad, really. I did notice that Sporting Lisbon, we've got two Sporting Lisbons. We've got Sporting Lisbon because that's where Keith lives, near Lisbon, and Sporting Lisbon because it's Liz. And she had 10 for Trufa. One of the reasons I wanted to pull this up is because this is the kind of interesting 10-pointer from a defender this season. Now, if you look at what Trufa did, he just kept a clean sheet. He didn't get an assist, but he's got a bonus of two and a defensive contribution of two. So just show you how these things can boost your score this season. So she's ending up with 62 there. Good team. Good team. Thiago and Voltemada, very good strikers. Oh dear. Dear, dear. I don't think I can carry on with this. I'm going to stop. Um, so, fixtures for this weekend. Let's have a look at the fixtures. Brighton Leeds. I mean, Brighton are coming good now, but Leeds are a good team. Burnley Arsenal. Let's see if Arsenal can score a few goals because they haven't scored too many. I think they might do. Burnley are good, but they're not that good. I mean, they're not as good as Arsenal, obviously. This is fantastic analysis as usual from me. Okay, Crystal Palace, Brentford. Now, a lot of people are jumping on Palace, and it's not just because of this fixture. They have, following this fixture, they have Brighton at home, so another home game. And then after that, they have Wolves away. So then they got Man United at home, and then they got Burnley away. So that's five decent fixtures from 10 to 14. Brentford might well give Palace a game. They don't have European football. Palace do, and Palace just, I mean, they won at Liverpool very easily. Liverpool played an unstrength team. Palace beat Liverpool um, 3-0. But Brentford might give them a game. I do think Palace is worth investing in. It's obvious who you should buy, and they're not expensive players. Arguably, I mean, Munoz is a bit more expensive than the average defender, but apart from that, Mateta's not expensive up front. Ismail Assar, same. Any of the other defenders also. I do think they're worth investing in. Fulham Wolves. Wolves are helping FPL at the moment by being the team that we can rely on to lose because the promoted champion from the championship teams are not. So Wolves is very much providing us possibly Forest too, but we'll have to see how it goes now. I mean, they don't look capable of even winning this fixture at Fulham. So Forest, Man United, we got to give it to them. They are definitely getting better. This is a nice fixture to see how far they've come as well. I fancy some of these games. Shame there's not an early game. Some of these games are there's no early game. That's rubbish, isn't it? Okay, so there's lots of 3 o'clocks. Some of these games are definitely worth watching. They're not massive games. Um, Spurs Chelsea, that's going to be interesting because both these teams are around about the same in terms of their form. A bit patchy, but doing okay. People are already saying Chelsea are bad. I mean, they beat Liverpool a couple of weeks ago. Come on, or 2 or 3 weeks ago. Chelsea and Spurs are both good teams. Liverpool Villa again, that'll be very interesting. Um, Liverpool just look really, really discombobulated right now. I think that's what everyone's saying. So Villa are on form, but Anfield, I mean, sooner or later, Liverpool have to surely get something out of this bunch of players who are incredibly talented. And I mean, their first 11 is arguably the second best or the best first 11 in the Premier League in terms of player for player. I cannot see this carrying on, but it's a little bit kind of psychological, it seems, with Liverpool at the minute, as well as players not playing that well individually. West Ham against Newcastle, and I mean, I can't see Newcastle not doing well there. If you've got any Newcastle players, keep them. Really, I sold Paquetá, and I think Diouf is the same if you have him or Bowen, I think get rid. But again, you could turn around. Man City, Bournemouth. I wonder what the odds are on Bournemouth to win that. I wonder if they might do something there. I really do. Man City proved last week that then they're still not quite right. They're not invincible anymore. They can be turned over. I wonder if Bournemouth could do that on Sunday. And on Monday night, it's Everton away at Sunderland. I haven't fancied Everton. I got rid of Tarkovsky a couple of weeks ago. I mean, he will keep getting defcons, but I watched Everton a few times, and even when they had a good result, I don't see it with them. I don't think they have enough power going forward, and their defending is kind of basic with Keane and Tarkovsky. It's really not. I mean, Keane is not up to it, in my opinion. Tarkovsky just clears the ball all the time. It gives the ball all back. This is the thing about DEFCONs, actually, while we're here, is that points are given for clearances. If you did what Tarkovsky does playing for Arsenal or Manchester City, you'd be out of the team in 3 minutes. Like he just heads the ball away, clears the ball away. Their defenders at the top teams are told not to do that because it gives the ball back to the opposition. But in FPL, you are rewarded for that. I do think they should look at that in a way because, like, you're rewarding bad defending with FPL defcons. It doesn't seem right to me. But yeah, he will carry on getting defcons because he just kicks the ball upfield all the time. Um, Sunderland, I still haven't watched an entire Sunderland match, and I feel bad about that because they really are fantastic, it seems. They do have some very good players. So that's the look ahead. I do want to mention one thing that came up today. If you're in the FPL group chat, you'll have seen Craig posting information that there could be a blank game week in game week 17 involving Crystal Palace and Arsenal and two other teams. Um, I'm not. This is not very clear at the minute, so I've got nothing really to tell you. But in terms of FPL, if you've still got your free hit, don't use it until you know what's happening in that game week because it could be that there's a blank game week for Crystal Palace, Arsenal, and two other teams because of a League Cup fixture clash with the Conference League, meaning Crystal Palace won't be able to fulfill their fixtures that week of League Cup, Conference, and the Premier League. And although it seems bizarre to me, the Premier League game might be rescheduled because of this. I mean, it seems a bit strange to me, but that's what people are saying. I still don't really understand it, to be honest. But people who usually know these things and usually get it right say there's a good chance of a blank game week in game week 17. So obviously we've got a lot of Arsenal, we've got a lot of Palace. Well, some of us have. Uh, so if we're still holding on to them by that time, then we might need to use our free hit. Okay, I'm kind of a bit a bit coldy, so I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for joining. I'm looking to get somebody on with me either next week or the week after. Be good. Take care. I hope weather's gone really cold here. Like my flat's cold in winter. It's gone pretty cold here. I'm sure your violins are out for that one. All right, take care. Bye bye.